Watch out!
My name, huh? You ready? STR. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I got it clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. She support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Nothing but the better. You will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots. Take those wings. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try. Keep a different vibe. It's running right down the side. You will never know. You ain't never tried, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beach, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Super.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
We got this. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Quit talking about it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go, baby.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 48 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Brady. Looking deep for Demarius. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Here's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 39 yards there, a big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now, eluding the pressure right. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on second down. Now he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Alert 33. Run. Hey, alert. Regular. Run. Out. Hey, alert 33. Check 49. Kill. Shoot.
A toss play to Chubb. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still 3rd down.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Following the penalty, Michel. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Brady's throw there complete. Philip Dorsett by himself and all the way in. touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 69 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Mayfield, it fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Michael Bannon. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Forced out to his left. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Shoves him aside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down. On third down, Mayfield. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after